You name it, I've done it. Concreting, plumbing.
Is that you too?
I've done it all.
So why'd you give it up?
He's just gone from job to job.
There's always someone on your back, isn't there?
Come on, we've got time to make up, let's go.
Hello, I'm Sophia Jessica and welcome to the Fan Carpet.
Well, it's the drama of every day, you know, which is often more intense and more revealing to us on how we live and, you know, what our experience is and the depths of people's emotions that can be, you know, very profound, but it's still everyday life. And I think that's always attracted writers and filmmakers and, you know, across the centuries actually, not just in films. And it's very powerful. But today, I mean, we have a particularly exploitative situation with people whose work situation has been transformed over recent decades from secure jobs to insecure, low-paid, highly exploited. And that's devastating families.
I mean, I think it's amazing what's happening now with teenagers and youngsters. You know, how many of them just do not have enough time with their parents. When they do see their parents, they're often stressed out, they're tired, they're coming back very, very late at night. But now there's a real crisis with young people who just simply do not have enough time with their parents. And I mean, there's incredible, you know, you need time with people, you know, to do their homework, to plan their life, to see what's going on. And especially with this 15-year-old just now, I think so many kids just really need a steady hand at that point in time. And people just do not see their parents. And I think you can see it reflected with mental health with youngsters, all the crisis now with stabbing, you know, so you can see things breaking down, and we're just asking big questions about how life affects them.
I never read a script. You don't get a script. I just turned up and got told that I'm the dad of a family in Newcastle and gig economy 0 hours and I'm trying to get myself some money together, and that was it. I didn't even know if I was going to die the following day. Of course, it's brilliant. It's really liberating, you know. Well, no, actually, no, I say that. It can be pretty stressful as well. I kept getting up in the morning because I was near the River Tyne, just checking to see if there were frogmen there, in case I was having to drive the van into the Tyne that day. So
it's a story about a family who live in Newcastle. Dad's a delivery driver, mum's a care worker, got a teenage son and a little pre-teen girl, and it's about how they manage on their money, which is provided by their contract, their job. Sorry, I'm getting flustered. So it's about how they manage with the jobs that they've got and the struggles that they have, being in debt, living in rented accommodation, not getting, if you don't work, you don't eat, all of that, all the stresses of normal life, really.
It's about modern life. I mean, 0 hours contracts are probably something that you've experienced, and many of us have worked for little money, and insecure working hours are quite important too. And the story tells us about a family, a normal British family, who are working, you know, precarious hours.
My character is just a young female girl who wants to do well at school, get a good job, but lots of things stand in our way, like a brother sometimes being a nuisance and parents never being home, always at work.
Well, Seb's just a wannabe bad boy, if you know what I mean. He tries to be bad, but deep down he's got a heart of gold. He respects people, but he doesn't he can't really show it. So he's basically like me. I respect people, but I don't show it, if you know what I mean. And yeah, that's Seb is his character.
It's great, you know. He's a really cool guy to be around. He's very funny. He's got a wicked sense of humour when he gets going. You know, he's passionate about what he's doing. He teaches you. He takes the time and teaches you as well about what he's shooting, why he's shooting it. So you learn quite a bit from him about, you know, directing, setting shots up. But it's more about how he is as a person with everybody on set that's the most startling thing.
He's good to work with, like really good to work with. Like I said to other people, yeah, I didn't really expect him to be the way he was. I thought he would have been like stuck up in a bit, like up there, if you know what I mean. But he's not. He's like, he looks on your level and he understands where you come from, if you know what I mean. So, like that kind of like mentality, yeah, makes other people feel comfortable on set and stuff like that.
well, I met him, and then obviously I knew about him, so it was a great honour to meet him. And my family are working class from Wallsend, so we love anything that Ken does. Like, he's an icon, isn't he? He's a real icon.
I've been working with Ken for 30 years, so it's quite a long time, yeah. Quiet. There's not too much circus. We keep it peaceful so that the actors can actually feel like they're in real life, and so that they're not performing monkeys or anything.
So obviously it's a very emotional movie. There's a lot of heavy stuff in it, but when the filming stops, there was a lot of humour and care and laughter, and we all travel together, we all eat together. It's all one for all. There's no divas, there's no one's better than anyone else. Everyone's all in it together, and it provides it's like an extended family. We work in chronological order. The script is beautiful, written by Paul, but we don't get any access to it. We only get our bits. So when we watch it for the first time, we're watching it like the viewer.
Oh, I'd love to say this. Probably the curry scene. I don't know if we're allowed to say anything. I'm not sure.
I think off screen was just us messing around, and it was great. Off screen was amazing. It was amazing.
Well, yeah, it's a really big experience, really. Not only for me, but for everybody else that's involved in the film. You know, the rest of the family, Deb, RHYS, little Katie. So, and even the horrible boss, Ross, is here. So, who got booed in cans, incidentally. So, no, it's great for us all, really. It's good.
Oh well, it's great. Of course, it's great. I mean, we filmed in Newcastle and we love it there. But it's good to have a proper grown-up premiere in London. Matters quite a lot.
I don't think there was any. All the cast and crew really just worked to make the experience really well for me, and everything just went really smoothly.
Just a few scenes hit close to home, and I had a few breakdowns on them, but all, like as Katie said, all the cast and crew make you feel like as comfortable as you can, and they were like literally 100% supportive mode, and that's why I respect every single one of them.
I hope they take away the idea that they are stronger than they're portrayed. I mean, if change is to come, it will come from the working class. It won't come because rich people say, here's our money, you take it. It'll only come from the working class. And the need to get a political movement that represents their interests, unlike the Labour Party under Blair, that was there to represent big business, not the people. And now we were hoping Jeremy Corbyn and John McDonnell would come tonight, but I think they're engaged in another comedy down at what they call the Palace of Varieties. So I'm afraid I don't think they're going to be with us. But I mean, I do think that if they can get into power, real power, then I think we can make a few inroads into this chronically bad situation for ordinary working class people.
Well, I think so. I think, not many other people are doing them, I think, or certainly not on this sort of level. And I think people are interested in stories about themselves. They're not just looking for wham bam entertainment all the time. People want to know about what life is like for other people in their own country, and I think that's quite an important thing.
I mean, Ricky was a plumber. He's driven a van most of his life. Abbie's in a caring profession as a teaching assistant with kids who need special help. RHYS is a lad from the nearby school. Katie is a girl from another school nearby. They're part of that community. And they know it in their bones, But also, that said, you've got to find people with talents. There's a lot of people who fit that description, but not everyone's got the talent they've got. And in the end, they have to make you care about them and make Paul's writing, because it's all in the writing, make Paul's writing live. And they do that. Well, I think they do.
You think you believe they're a family, I think you really do believe them, and and people have to sense that you're inside with this family and you believe them. Otherwise we're failed, really.
I've just completed filming Clay Kickers, which is a First World War film. I've done the 4 Lives with Sheridan Smith, and I'm off to Budapest next week shooting with Colin Farrell, Tom Courtney and Jack O'Connell on the Northwater.
I did a BBC Two drama in the summer, which is going to be on in December, which I play a mum, but a totally different sort of mum. I have now got an agent. Still got my job at home though, just in case. I've got an agent, and after the new year, I'm going to start seeing what's out there and give it a go.
Oh, I always wanted to work with him. Who doesn't? You know, who doesn't? There isn't a British actor or actress alive that doesn't want to work with Ken Loach.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram for more content next time.
This is where it's at. Vindaloo. Got to be hard to take this stuff, do you know what I mean? So, alright then. Luckily now.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.